11th Standard English, Chapter 1, The Portrait of a Lady. Prose. Answer the following questions. Describe the grandfather as seen in portrait. The grandfather wore a big turban and a loose fitting cloth. He had a long white beard. He looked very old. Why was the author left with his grandmother in the village? The author was left with his grandmother in the village as his parents moved to city for better living conditions. Third one, where did the author study in his childhood? The author studied in a village school in his childhood. Why did the grandmother accompany the author to school? The grandmother accompanied the author to school because the school was attached to the temple. She used to read scriptures over there. What made the dogs follow the grandmother after the school hours? The thrown out stale chapatis made the dogs follow the grandmother after the school hours. Why didn't the grandmother feel sentimental when the author went to abroad for his higher education? The grandmother didn't feel sentimental because she know there was nothing would happen to her till he returned home. Moreover, his future was more important to her than anything. What was the happiest time of the afternoon? For grandmother. During afternoon, the grandmother used to feed the sparrows with crumbs of bread. This was the happiest time for the day for her. Describe the author's grandmother. The grandmother was short and fat lady. She was slightly bent and has wrinkled face. She moved around the house in a smart, spotless white sari. She often prayed with prayed with beads of rosary. What was the daily routine of grandmother at home? Waking up and getting her grandson ready for school, accompanying him always to school, reading the scriptures. How is school education in the village differ from the city? School the school education in village gives importance to spiritual things such as God and scriptures in addition to subject matters. There was no teaching about God and scriptures in the city. The grandmother appreciated the value of education. Give instance in support of your answer. When her grandson went up to the university, she was given a separate room. She accepted the loneliness in humble manner. When he abode for her higher studies, she did not show any emotions at the railway station but engaged herself only in prayers. The grandmother was strong minded, justified. When the author went to university, she accepted her isolation. At the time of leaving at the railway station, she did not show any emotion but only moved her lips for prayers. During her last moments at bed, she ignored the protest of her family members. She laid peacefully, praying and telling her beads. How did the grandmother spend the last few hours for her life? The grandmother stopped praying. She even stopped talking with others. She laid peacefully in her bed, telling her beads.